Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome. I'm Bisola. I am a pro makeup artist in the New York City area. And do I want to say I specialize in? Is that what it is? Is that what it is? Is that what it is? On this channel, I'm going to be showing and reviewing a lot of higher end luxury products. So if you like that, this is the channel for you. I specifically like to showcase higher end luxury products that caters to deep dark skinned women, because I feel like I see a lot of luxe channels, but I don't see one like for deep dark skinned girls. And in my day-to-day life, I get questions a lot on brands that are luxury, like high-end luxury, because they're like, makeup itself is a luxury, okay? Okay. But I always get the question, people are like, I didn't know this brand does this. I didn't know this brand made, shades for me or colors that are complementary to my skin. So I'm here for everybody, but I'm here for you specifically. If you're deep dark skin and you like luxury products, this is the channel for you, okay? So today we are just going to be reviewing and talking about the new Tom Ford Soleil De Feu. And I know you can see my fingerprints all on that. Let me open it. My hands are so hydrated, I won't even open. I have '01 Island Haze. So here you go, it's a better color. And in the highlighter, I also have '01, and the shade is Mirage. So it's really, really quite beautiful, actually. Yeah, so let's get started. I can already tell though, for a transition color that I like, this is a good everyday palette, but I wish this pinker shade here was a little like warmer. No, is it that? This. I wish this was a little warmer. I saw both of the palettes. I knew I wasn't gonna like, I knew I was gonna like one over the other. But when I opened it, when I was at the store and I opened it, I preferred this color. But I know myself. Don't judge me if I go pick up the other color, because I can be impulsive like that. So for us to start a transition color, because I want you guys to see, because on my day-to-day, this is how I will wear it. I'm gonna use Makeup by Mario, one of these warmer transition colors, just to give me a good transition like I would like. Actually, let me swatch this first and see. Oh, maybe I could use this as is. So I feel like if this pinkish color doesn't really work in my crease, this one right here, there you go, you can see the color much better. This color right here, if it doesn't do what I need to do in my crease, I'll probably go in with a bronzer or something warmer in my crease. But so far we're just gonna start off with the palette itself. And I don't have a primer. Wow, that's interesting. I don't have a Tom Ford primer, so I'm gonna use this Guerlain Eye Stay Primer, just like all over my lid. I'm just gonna tap, 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 tap. And I will say the mirror on the palette itself is really nice, because you know how sometimes some brands, the mirrors that they have on their palette, it usually is just like, what is this? Okay. I feel like I want to add more here. Just a little bit. Just so our eyeshadow has something to grab onto, especially if I'm going to start off with a matte. I just want it to be. And this primer is what I've been using a lot lately. My rotation of eye primers has been this one, the Milk Hydro Grip eyeshadow primer, and I forget the third one. I think Urban Decay. That's the one that is an OG, will forever be an OG. So I'm picking up, you guys will see it annotated on the screen. So I'm just tapping, and I'm tapping on my eyes before I start buffing. Oh, okay. She's cute. So what I like to do, once I deposited the color on my lid, I know this is a fluffy blending brush, but when I pick up matte colors, same thing for shimmers. I tap, put it like where I want the placement to be, then I blend. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, this color just surprised me in a good way. I really like this. Now, if you're a makeup artist, you already know not to blow on your brush on a palette, but that's my palette. I would never do this in front of clients. I would never do this to a client because that's just rude and unhygienic. But I'm really liking this color. I thought I would need to go in with a deeper color, but you don't need to. This palette is basically all you need. But if you wanted a deeper color, like if you wanted more depth, or if I wanted more depth right here, with a smaller fluffy brush, right here is where I would apply it. But I like this. I am pleasantly surprised. Like, it just looks like a beautiful pink pale color, but when you add it, it does what it needs to do. Because I know when people see colors like this, especially people my skin tone, it can be a little like, oof, that's not gonna work well for your complexion. But this is why I'm here. Before you go out and buy, I'm gonna let you know, is it worth your money or is it not worth your money? So far, I have not come across a Tom Ford product that has not worked for me. But also, I'm biased. I love Tom Ford. So there's that. I love the products, I love everything, and I love the man himself. Okay. Okay, I really like this a lot. It's not patchy. Is it? Nope, no it's not. And here is fine where I left space. Wow. And I will say sometimes too, the brush that you use matters. I know I can't even see the name on here anymore, but this is one of those Sephora collection brushes that it came in a pack, but they're still really, 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 really good. And I know people be sleeping on Sephora collection, but I let y'all know, working at Sephora for 5 years, I've been a Sephora collection whore since Sephora collection was Sephora collection in. Okay, so I'm gonna go use these two colors here. What am I doing? These two colors here. It's just the packaging is shiny, so I'm trying. Yeah, these two here, and like I always do, you'll see it annotated on the screen. Sometimes the light washes a lot of things out, but also I make sure you guys can see everything that I'm doing. That's why the lights are this way. We don't want it dark and you can't see anything, you know? So I'm gonna use the warmer color on my inner corner here. And I'm picking up, this is a fluffy brush. You could use a flat brush, but because I'm gonna blend it into here, I'm gonna pick up a fluffy blending brush. So the matte color, I will say, when I picked it up, it had some kickback, but I went back in to pick. So this is what I'm doing. Hopefully you guys can see. I'm going like this, tapping off. You can't really see a lot tapping off. Going like this and tapping off. You don't really see a lot coming out. So tap, wiggle, because this is shimmer. Tap, wiggle, tap and blend. If you would like for your color to be a little more intense, you can wet this. So you guys can see. That's what that looks like. And if I went in with a different brush, still a blending brush, but a flatter brush, I'm going to now, wet that so you can see what it looks like a little more intense. So you see how nice and just softer it is this way. To make it more intense, you can just, I spritz my brush and see how more intense that is now. And then I'm just gonna go in and blend up. So if you want like just simple everyday, you can use it. You don't have without wetting your brush, or just dampen. You don't want your brush to be soaking. We don't want that. Okay, we don't want that. That's not what we want. That's not what we want for you. And because I also know I want the eye, the inner side, to be a little what do I want to call it? I just wanted to pack a punch. I'm gonna go in. Well, where are all my flat shader brush at? Do the same thing, but we're just gonna go right in with a punch. Okay. And here you guys can see I'm doing the same thing. I need a different brush. This is not doing it for me. Or maybe I'll use my fingers because I can't find all my brushes that I need. So this shade is interesting. I thought it would be more concentrated, but it's like a speckle of gold. And I love it. Oh, I really like this. Yeah, it's not the same texture. I thought it was. It's not the same texture as this. They're two different textures. This is more of like a, like you know when you see fireworks, the way it just scatters into like soft shimmers and just flutters everywhere. That's what this is giving me. I'm gonna try to show you guys what I mean. See how it's not as concentrated as this here? But you can still see it. It just flutters. I love that. I love that. I think this is one of those colors you can wear by itself, especially if you have a glitter eyeshadow primer. Oh, it will stay put and it won't go everywhere. Because even as I am packing more on, it's still just, it's not giving me like a swatch of gold. It's just still giving me like speckles. Oh, this is stunning. And as you can see, this color here, I don't have any fallout. And I'm gonna go back in with the color at the bottom here, but without any like dampen, because I don't want any extra intensity. I just want to blend both into each other. So now that we have like the color deposited where we want to, I'm gonna go back in with this pretty pink color here. Does it say it on the thing? It doesn't, does it? No. I'm gonna go back in with this color here just to blend everything seamlessly. And again, I am holding my brush as so. This way, oop, this way, tapping off, this way, tapping off. I like this. I like it a lot. So let me eyeline and mascara so you guys can see like how good this ties in together. And I'm just using a Valentino eyeliner. And this is it for the eyes. I really like this because that pink color giving me this is not what I expected. So I really, really love it. I really, really love it. I really, really love it. So, do I think it's dark skin friendly? The answer is yes. Yes, it is. So, if you were thinking about this, it's just so far, like I said earlier, any Tom Ford products that I have tried, I have loved. It has never given me like, oh, I don't like that, or like it has never irritated my eyes, my skin, anything like that. And it just always wears well and it blends really well. Like the eyes, it blended really well. And I know it looks jarring right now because my face is not completed. My brows a little I haven't done brow gel yet. And you guys will see after this, the face will be completed and you'll see that it looks really, really good. Just like cohesive. I think it's a good palette to use as your everyday. You can tone it down. You can make it as glam as you want to. I just didn't want my eyeliner to overshadow what I have done. But usually, like, I'll probably use that gold by itself with the pink that we used up here and make my eyeliner like really, really, really thin or really thick and just like wing it out. So there are many ways to use this palette. If you guys want me to use this palette creating a totally different eye look, let me know. I would gladly do that for you. And this is it for the eyes. And this is the finished look with makeup all done. My brows too. Let's fix this brows, okay? I had a boo-boo up here, but it's fine. But this is what it looks like with a full face of makeup. I try to match like my blush to the eyes, and I hope you guys like it. I really like the palette a lot, a lot, a lot. And as you can see, it is deep dark skin friendly. So if you were thinking about picking this up, I would say go for it. Like I said, in my experience, I can't speak for everybody else. In my experience, Tom Ford eyeshadows and just products that I have so far from Tom Ford has never failed me. And I have a lot of Tom Ford makeup products. So it works really well. So if you were thinking about it, I would say pick it up. You're not obligated to. And everything that I've used or that I used on my eyes will be linked down below. This makeup look itself is filmed in another video. And here, because I changed some things, it's looking really nice. But that video was a fail. What I did was a fail. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to that because it's going to be after this video. Oh my God, it was a fail. But I like that it looks good here now. But let me know what else you would like to see. But that is it. You know, everything looks more put together now because I added bottom lash mascara, lipstick is on, makeup is done. So I keep looking down here because now I have my monitor in front of me and I can see everything, because before everything was far away, the monitor was far away, and I used to always have to squint because I can't see and have astigmatism. Please, okay. Okay, but I hope you guys like it, and I'm really excited seeing the new makeup for fall. Like I've been seeing it on Trend Mood, and I'm excited. I may not pick up everything because I'm very specific. If I know I'm never gonna use certain colors, or just like it's not speaking to me, it's not something I'll buy just to share it with people, just to return it, because I don't like returning stuff. It would have to be something breaking me out. But also, this look is probably late to you guys because I need to swatch my makeup. I need to see what it looks like in person. Online pictures never match what you think it's going to be. And especially for me, because I'm darker, I always have to be very cautious. I just can't be spending money online all the time on makeup, and it never matches in person. And that happens 9 times out of 10. So I need things to be in store where I can purchase it right then and there. And that's how it is. So even if my reviews are much later than other people, please bear in mind it's because I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to put something on and like, oh, this doesn't match. I just don't want to waste anybody's time. So I'd rather wait for it to be in store. Unless it's online only everywhere, I would rather wait for it to come in store, swatch it, and know, okay, I really love this, and I'm going to show and talk about it to other people in case you were interested. But this is a win. This eye palette is a win. Yes. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.